Hey guys, welcome to the channel today. Today I'm going to be working on this bumper for my Bronco. It's from Affordable Offroad. There's their modular bumper designs. They have this modular center section with a couple of wings on either side. Right now I just have them lightly bolted on. They're just kind of sitting there just to show you the mock-up of it. It's a made out of 3/16. It's plenty heavy duty. It's I like the looks of it. I think if I was going to build something, it would look a lot like this, and that's why I bought it. Normally, I build my bumpers. I like building things, but just for time and, I don't know, fit and finish, quick, down and dirty, this is what I needed and what I wanted, so that's what I went with. Today I'm going to talk about what I'm going to do to this bumper to get it ready for my Bronco. There's some things I really like about this bumper, some things I don't like that much. One of the things that I really like, it's modular. You screw up one wing, say you're going over a rock or off-road, you hit something, ding up this side, go to Affordable Offroad, get this right section. That's all you need. Just bolts on. Some of the things I don't like, they could have done a little better job with their welding. Inside, they've welded the outside of some of these seams. The inside is not welded. So I'm going to go over some of these seams today, welding them up, just to beef it up a little bit. I also have a Smittybilt winch. I bought the X2O Smittybilt winch. It's a 10,000 pound winch. I'll be putting that on. The other thing I'm going to be doing up front, I'm not a big fan of this logo, I guess you could call it, right here in front. What I'm going to do, I think, is chop out a little section. I'm going to put some lights in there. I want to do some fog lights, maybe some LED spotlights sticking out the front, just to give myself some better night light. With what I want to do with this Bronco, as I said in the last video, this Bronco is going to be going up to the Arctic. I want to have good protection. That's why I wanted this bull bar up front. You know, in case a deer or whatever jumps out in front of me, I'm not screwing up my radiator. If, like up here, have some lights on either side, just to get better light. Granted, I'm going to hopefully be going up there in September this year. We'll see. Should have plenty of light, but still, more light is not a bad thing. Anyway, today I'm going to be working on this. Hopefully, by the end of the video, you'll get to see it put on my Bronco and see what it looks like installed. Stick around. Alright, so as you can see here, this is the back side of the bumper. There's my Smittybilt winch that I'm going to be mounting on. It just a couple screws in it right now, just to make sure that it doesn't flop around. Have a little bit of shipping damage. I don't know if you can tell, but that's a little bent up right there. I'll fix that. But as you can see, some of these seams, like right here, not the best light, I apologize for that, but they welded one side, but not the other side. You can see that right here. The outside is welded solid, but then ground down. The inside, not welded at all. Same along this seam. There's just a couple spot welds in here that really want to get taken care of. I'm going to weld some areas in there, get that taken care of. As you can see on this side, this is nice and straight, follows that seam pretty well. That side, on the other side, a little bent up. So we'll fix that, not a big deal. It's metal. That's a nice thing about working with metal. You can shape it however you want to. But otherwise, I think it's a pretty well built bumper. When you look at some of these welds on here, those are some nice welds that they did here. So I don't know if that's, it looks like someone did it, but the guy who did it, I give him credit. Those are some nice looking welds. Alright guys, so got the welding done. Sorry, I had a little bit of technical issues, but as you can see, they turned it alright. It wasn't my best welds by any means, but that's certainly going to add some strength. I did the inside up in here, do a few stitch welds down there to at least firm it up a little bit. Like I said, inside in here, they had pretty decent welds. I'm not too concerned about that stuff. It was mostly these wings out here that I feel like they skimped a little bit on. Been waiting on some lights to come in. I ordered from Amazon. We've had some nasty weather over the last week or so. Took a while for them to come in, but they're here. I already mounted 2 of them. Just a couple of white driving lights. Wasn't too hard to mount. 2 holes, literally just measured them out, drilled them in. Decided to put them here inside the bull bar, simply so that they're a little more protected. I thought about putting them out on the wings, but I wanted them to be a little more protected. Plus, the headlights are sitting right here, so it seemed like a good spot. The next step I'm going to do is I've got these yellow fog lights that I'm going to mount. I've already taken the pattern and I don't know where the pattern went. Oh, it's up front. Already measured out and drew it on here. You can see it right here. Pretty simple. The main thing is on my right side, I've got this emblem that I wanted to get rid of. Not a big deal, but to mount these in here, I have to miss the winch. The winch comes to about right here. As you can see, as deep as these are, they're going to hit the winch if I go over too far. So measured, I should be good right there. Just eyeballing it. Looks like I'll clear it. So what I'm going to do today, cut this out. Start with this one anyway. Make sure that's going to work. Fill this in with, I got some plate. You can see right here, some 3/16 plate. Just cut out what I need to cut out, and then fill in the places that I need to cut in or fill in, and go from there. Shouldn't be too hard. Then hopefully by a little while from now, you'll see these lights mounted inside the bumper. got this pretty well wrapped up at this point, but I did get those lights in. As you can see, got these two in on top. Got mocked up to look what it's gonna, or to see what it's gonna look like when we're done. Got the winch in, got these lights all mounted. Not horribly difficult. You can see I got that all filled in. Put in the fairlead just because I wanted to, just to get an idea of what it's gonna look like when I'm done. And here it is, guys, all done. The bumper is installed and good to go. I think it turned out pretty well. I ended up putting a fairlead mount for my license plate here in lovely Washington State. We get to have a front license plate. Overall, I think it turned out well. I know I said I was going to powder coat it, but powder coat guy was about 3 weeks out on powder coating, so I painted it with epoxy primer, threw some black tractor paint on it. Should hold up well, and here we go.